Welcome to Whitespace, Behind the Valuation, Episode 2. We're in Phase 1, where Bryce is evaluating the Western Conference of the USL Championship Soccer League. He's halfway through, placing a valuation on these teams' current content programs, whereas Phase 2 will have a projected ROI value-based 3-year forecast. Let's catch up with Bryce.
As you can see, I'm in the midst of editing this episode. I like this part of it, love it. And what I found, I won't bury the lead, in terms of the cumulative total valuation, current valuation of the assets that could, if they had to sell off their clubs and put a actual number on their content programs, the cumulative total number across all 6, there's a range of 3.25 to 5.5 million. I'm not going to name names and numbers, but you're looking at the top club reaching anywhere between $800K and $1.25 million in terms of value. Now, that is not to say that they are currently taking advantage of that opportunity and that program that they have set up. They have the content in many cases, not all, but a good number of them have content already being crafted, but they're not integrating it into their overall income picture. So when you look at their income statement, you're not going to see a whole lot of content related sponsorship and partnership income. You're not going to see the influence that content can have on areas such as food and beverage, e-commerce, merchandise in general, ticket sales, as well as community partnerships. The list goes on. There's a lot of different areas that content can be impacted. So as you heard in the intro, we're not quite in Phase 2. We're still in Phase 1. So we're currently evaluating the current state of content programming and its value for all these clubs. And there's 4 categories in which the valuation is being judged on. It's content-led sponsorships, it's content-influenced commercial revenue, it's owned audience and data assets, and lastly, it's IP and distribution value. What I'm finding is that it's very traditional when it comes to the sponsorships and partnerships and monetization of content that's occurring. It's very traditional. I don't really see any true content assets being developed. I know that costs money, but you're talking to the right person, because you can do things very strategically when it comes to video content, especially in the production of it. So there aren't the assets being developed. There aren't the series. There aren't the podcasts. There are some podcasts, but they're not at the level they need to be. And you can work with what you have. That's one thing that a lot of these clubs do have content. It's just not being monetized. And so digging into the CRMs of the business development team, digging into the list of assets that you have. I mean, even looking at Instagram itself, look at all the different kind of areas of a profile of what you have to work with, whether it's the broadcast channel, the subscriptions, the stories, the carousels, you name it, just within Instagram itself. Then you look at a YouTube and the in-home experience that's now and has been going on for some time. So looking at each platform, if you were to list out all the different assets that you have to bundle up and put together and sell to a local car dealership, whatever it might be, for them to own that asset and to have a presence rather than being amongst 12 others, that's massive, and it's not happening. So I'm seeing right now in its current state, that's legitimate white space in terms of opportunity, most definitely. And there's the definite white space, definite opportunity to create brands and worlds that fans, both the avid as well as the casual and the folks that just discover them, get to enter and kind of immerse themselves in all the different aspects of what's going on. I'd prefer for there to be more creativity and strategy baked into what's being put out there. So there's a big component as to why content needs to be prominent and needs to be focused on as one of the primary pillars of monetizable assets that are in the portfolio. Because right now, when you're looking at content as being kind of auxiliary, something icing on the cake, it's what you do when you have a kit release or a scheduled release, or it's just pure social media, is you're missing out on the opportunity for sponsors that come along to own something, for them to own a series. Maybe it's a sub-series, maybe it's a primary series, maybe it's a podcast, There's so much going on that sponsors could own that isn't being captured and placed as part of the world that people enter when they discover and experience the club. You want to really try to build a world that no matter where they are, what they're experiencing in that world, they're able to visually internalize and experience different aspects of your club. And the underlying theme here is to have that kind of push them, kind of lead them towards the business objectives that you have, whether it's making sure that every fan knows that there's an online e-commerce store. So when new merch lines drop, you can actually send all traffic there through the various channels, whether it's video board, social stories, Insta stories, subscriber channel, you name it, through strategic partners, etc. But making sure that the objectives of the organization are being addressed within the content. And just remember that when you're shooting content, it doesn't 100% have to be on social media. You can create content that is specific to the video board or specific for the website that can be repurposed for sure. But you need to think about content as an asset that can feed and fuel all the different aspects of your organization. It's not just about creating cool looking videos that are gone, they're out of mind within 24 hours. So just keep that in mind. So I'm gonna pop up some numbers and stats here for you guys to enjoy it. But just know, I'm only halfway through phase 1. So more to come. I appreciate you watching, and hopefully you're enjoying the series. Feel free to drop any details that you'd love to see or you're curious about. So happy to add to this series and really make it valuable for all of you.
It's time to process what Bryce just shared. Keep it simple, but just know that these content assets can be created practically overnight, plugged into your current sponsor pitches, and can impact your entire organization in a very big way. If you'd like the no-nonsense breakdown of how we can make it happen in just 30 days, message Bryce, our founder, today. Thanks for watching. Be sure to catch all our other episodes on all things content ROI too. See you in the next episode and have a stellar day.